CigarClub podcast all up in your ear. Talking all that good you wanna hear. Stogies, bourbons, and everything in between. Griff and Pugh are not experts by any means, so sit back and light one up. Make sure you got something good in your cup. Happy smoking, now enjoy the program. Thank you for being part of the Cigar Club fam.
What's up, Cigar Club family? Welcome back to another episode of the Cigar Club podcast. I'm Pugh, and along with me, as always, is Griff Howie. Thank you all so much for listening every week and leaving your thoughts and feedback on each episode. We love reading them. If this is your first time, thank you so much for tuning in. The Cigar Club podcast is where we talk about all things cigars with you, the Cigar Club family, every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. On today's episode, we're going to be going through our bags from PCA and looking at all the cigars that we received. But before we do that, Griff, you're already into it. What are you smoking? What are you drinking? How you doing?
Top of the morning to you, Pugh. This is the first time I've used a cutter in 23 cigars.
Yeah, same.
It felt a little weird. Luckily, I went to PCA with semi of a thumbnail, but I started chewing it last night.
I should have done that.
That's a good tactic for next year. I need to grow my thumbnail just a hair longer.
I knew my fingers were going to be on camera, so I trimmed these puppies down.
Yeah, you needed to.
I butchered a few.
You butchered,
caps.
yeah, you did.
And that was unfortunate, but so yeah, fingernail out just a tad.
Nothing like a clean cut right to the top of the dome. I thought it was only fair. I've been wanting to smoke this. I almost smoked it the day after PCA, but I'm like, good God, I got to take a break. But the Petit Robusto, Domaine Rouge, Inner Circle, Cavalier. I flip-flopped all those. Cavalier, Inner Circle, Domaine Rouge, Petit Robusto. 4.5 by 50. I think this, honestly, was the top cigar of the show.
Yeah, I was about to say, we never recapped on our podcast we did there. I don't think we ever said what our favorite cigar of the show was. So we'll have to
did, but
recall that as we go through the bag.
If you trust me, you will buy, I don't even know who sells these. You buy a couple singles, buy a 5-pack. If you don't like them, I'll buy them off you. That's a statement.
That is.
And again, I have not had the Petit Robusto. We smoked the
Robusto? Regular Robusto. Yeah. And you were able to grab yourself the Petit Robusto, and then I couldn't ask for one. So, I mean, I could have, but I didn't think to. And then you held that over my head the whole show, and I'm really jealous. I'm really curious to see. I think that cigar, how you're smoking it right now, is going to be just as good as the first time that we had it at PCA. Mm-hmm. And then I grabbed, not only is this coming in, what is it? It's July. These will be in some July boxes, but when we made our first stop at the HVC booth, I've yet to try it. I think you've put away 2 boxes of these bad boys. You actually meant to bring one, so I appreciate the thought of that. But I grabbed...
Oh, you should have reminded me. I totally would have. But you got one.
It's okay. The HVC Selection number 1, Essentiales is what this is, I believe. Mm-hmm. And, or Essentials. It's probably Essentiales.
Essentiales, 46.
Yeah. So this is... I'm really excited. You've talked about this cigar for 4, 5, 6 months now. I don't know when it first came out.
The day it came out. Mm-hmm. I lit up in my
you had
garage.
A box at your door. It was like, damn, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and I've been obsessed ever since. I mean, that cigar is the only cigar that I think I've got 3 left in my box. I've almost smoked a full box. Granted, I've given some away too, so let's not go too crazy. But I've also smoked that cigar when I first got it 4, 5, even 6 days in a row.
You were posting. You were smoking these bad boys back to back to back.
Because it's just, I mean, I think you'll see. You might not like it. It's not for everybody, but to me, it's like it's incredible. And the Inner Circle Domaine Rouge is also just.
That was to me, and I'm still not saying it's my favorite yet. It's certainly the top 5, if not top 3. That cigar to me was the
standout.
The standout of the show because I had no inclination that it existed. I had never heard of the, what's the line?
Inner Circle?
Inner Circle line. You know what? I take that back. I had heard of it, but I'd never paid it any thought or any attention. I love Cavalier. I love everything they do, but for some reason that Inner Circle line completely, they have the blue and then now the Domaine de Rouge. So,
which the blue was out last
That was the original,
I think
yeah.
It came out last PCA, and we couldn't stop by because we just...
That's right. We literally, I remember walking by, we saw Brian,
Yeah.
and we were like, damn, I wish we had time to go stop because we wanted to go see him.
Yeah.
So to me, as far as complete no expectations going into the show or having really heard about or anything about it, that cigar definitely took that trophy.
Let me do a little breakdown here for you.
Oh, yeah. Give me the rundown. While you get that up, I'm going to throw in a little ad read here. If you did watch our last podcast, you know we are bringing in a ton of great new cigars in our monthly boxes. If you're not a part of the Cigar Club monthly subscription, join today. Embrace the Cigar Club family by becoming a member with our affordable pricing, starting at $29.99 per month, plus shipping for 3 cigars. Alternatively, you can explore our exclusive selection of one-time cigar purchases if a monthly subscription doesn't suit your preference. And if you simply wish to support the show, drop a like, comment below. We deeply appreciate each and every one of you. And wrap it up. If you are looking at any of our retail offerings as well, you can use the discount code PODCAST to receive 20% off select retail items. I mean, that was pretty good for top of the morning.
Yeah, that was good. It's funny, Sebastian, I was watching some recaps of PCA on Instagram, and they did a quick, a minute, 2-minute thing with Sebastian. And so he was debuting the Inner Circle, and he said, don't quote me verbatim, but he said something like, if you're a Habano lover, you're going to freak out with this cigar. And it makes sense with the blend. The blend of the Domaine Rouge uses a Habano Yamastran Viso wrapper, Connecticut binder, and Habano Jalapa Viso, Paraguay Viso, Habano is it Yamastran? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Yamastran.
Yamastran Viso fillers.
I'm the last one you should ask.
So it's a Habano bomb, basically. Domaine Rouge has a recommended MSRP ranging from $14.10 to $15.40.
And actually, I think that's adequately priced.
Oh, yeah.
For the cigar that it is and the amount, I don't know if you can still hear me, but for the cigar that it is and the amount of amazing tobacco in that cigar, I think that is a perfect price point. I think they could get away with charging $20 for that cigar. That's how good it was.
And the footnote is insane.
Oh, it's amazing.
With coffee, as I expected, is just freaking perfect.
Yeah, I really think that short Robusto is going to be the summer morning smoke right before it gets too hot. A little bit of cold brew, or even in the winter, hot cup of coffee, and throw down that cigar. Now, I haven't smoked the blue yet. You did when we were doing the PCA wrap-up episode. I know at that point, both of our palates were shot. We were mentally drained. We were physically exhausted. But is there, and I think at the show, you said they were pretty similar. I don't know the blend of that one, but is there any discerning notes?
I'll text Brian, see if he'll send us a blue and a red.
Oh, that'd be sick.
We'll just do a side-by-side.
I think that'd be a really fun podcast episode. Just let him know, hey, these are favorites of the show.
Yeah, and if he wants to join, he can, because he's always...
Oh, that'd be...
He's always... Or Sebastian, too. I mean, he's fun to talk to, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be a good podcast, because I would like to know... But to answer your question, it was very similar. Mm-hmm. Again, at that point in time, I couldn't tell you the differences right now. I probably couldn't either, but obviously something in the blend has changed. Mm-hmm. What? Without looking at my phone, I don't know. But
yeah. So off to a great start with selection number 1 natural. I don't know what I expected because it was HVC. And so, like, I didn't know if it was going to be a powerhouse, or if it was going to be, like, right in the middle medium, or if it was going to be medium maybe mild plus.
It gets up to about medium plus.
Yeah. Well, let's grab open a baggie. I condensed into one bag here, but I have everything that I got. I'm trying to think. I mean, I still have some cigars from PCA 2022 that I haven't smoked yet, and mainly just because, they weren't anything that we selected. And so I'm always trying to just, I don't know, I was keeping them to, maybe re-reference when we were bringing in boxes. But all that to say, I feel like I was better on the cigars that I got this year. Like, I didn't get as many cigars, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. So I was happy to say that, and maybe I'm wrong, but we got as you know, we got the Boveda bags. Shout out to Boveda for being the bag sponsor of PCA. I don't know if they're officially the bag sponsor, but I know that it's the second or third booth that we went to when we got there, because they keep all your cigars fresh. So I'm just going to reach in and grab. I'm not even going to try to look.
the first two that were top, and I'm missing one because I'm missing the. Oh wait, maybe Ramsey gave me. I got 2 Maduros. This is Cavalier. It was their new, more affordable line.
Yeah.
And I'm drawing a blank. I don't think it's called Trace. And it's a word I cannot pronounce in Spanish. So this is a complete bust. But
I think they went simple. It's just they've got the Habano Toro or Habano Connecticut and Maduro. Like, it's just simple as that. Cavalier. If you look at that, should have like a QR code on the back of the cello. And yeah, bring it in. Looking great, brother. Looking great. I focused for you.
Yeah, so they do a Connecticut Habano and a Maduro. So this is an interesting line. We took some samples to smoke through.
Yeah.
It's very unique branding.
Yeah, it was completely different. They've got now, I think they're calling like their Gold series, which has the smokable gold on it. They've got their, I've already forgot it. The one you're smoking.
Inner Circle.
Inner Circle. Jesus, thank you.
Which is more
premium. And then they're having a more kind of, I feel like the Gold series is in between a premium and a, I don't want to use affordable maybe is
more budget friendly.
Budget friendly, yeah, I like that word better. So they came out with a budget friendly version, and it's literally just Habano, Connecticut, Maduro, and it's got this graffiti artwork to it, completely different than anything that they have before. So we're excited to smoke through those. I think they're going to be really good. Cavalier has never disappointed me with any of their cigars, so those I think those would potentially make their way into some boxes. I think it could be really fun.
Yeah.
First 2 I grabbed out. One that we locked in for at some point this year. Casa Cuevas, La Madrina.
Mandaria,
Jesus. You know what?
Sledgehammer.
I'd be lying to you if I said I've been fully recovered, even though I took part of Monday off.
Yeah, you've been resting a lot.
Whoa. Listen here. Okay, I worked till damn 2:30 on Monday. So
yeah, I know. I smoked that cigar the morning I left. Ramsey and I were down there, and so
that's right.
We didn't tell you this. We go down to Luca, which is the bar in the plaza, which is somehow coined itself to be the bar for PCA every year, and every year jam packed to the point that we don't even go at night. So Ramsey and I, because we had several hours to kill, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to smoke. And then so we meet down in the lobby, and I'm like, I could probably light something up. He's like, yeah, I was thinking the same. So we go to the bar dead. And all the tables I've reserved. And I'm like, oh, God, this is going to be some shafting. So I'm like, hey, can we grab a table? She's like, yep, there's a 2-drink per person minimum. And I looked at Ramsey. I'm like, all right, well, let's go.
It's 9 o'clock. Better start drinking now or whatever time it was.
We started drinking Mango Cart, which have you had Mango Cart? The beer?
Never heard of it.
Oh, my God. It is freaking. We have some in the fridge. We used to drink a lot of it in Pensacola. Mango Cart with Mandaria was like. And I think honestly, Mango Cart with any beer, with any cigar would be killer. But
Mango Cart,
very citrus. That honestly, with like Crown Heads Mel Diaz, would be freaking awesome. I think.
Oh, with its citry. No, the taupes that we smoked. Yeah.
So anyway, we had a couple beers, and then I lit up the Mandaria and really liked it. Again, wasn't the best. We were
shot at that point.
Yeah, wasn't the best representation of the cigar, but I was like, yeah, what's another cigar? So had a couple beers and lit up that cigar.
When in Vegas. Yeah, this was one of my dad's. I was very surprised at how much my dad loves this cigar. I thought it would be a little bit more too much for him. Usually he likes a very like mild plus. Not that this thing is a full-bodied cigar.
Yeah.
But it cracks me up. He's like, can you give me that cigar that's got the, what you call that foot? And he can never remember that. It's like a shaggy or elephant foot. Yeah. And guaranteed when this is in boxes, we'll get a couple of emails saying the wrapper was messed up. But amazing cigar. Really excited. Beautiful little pigtail. You probably can't see it through the cellophane there. And then the other one I grabbed, this one was just out of pure want. I had no intention, or at least immediate intention, of getting it locked in boxes. And so I asked, and which is something I normally don't do. But I grabbed the new Osner Family Cigar Pie Synesthesia Red.
Yeah.
So this is what
without the footband. It will have a
without
footband.
the footband. Correct. There's going to be a red footband on it. And this is what the interpretation of what red tastes like. So I think that's going to be really cool. We did the original release in black boxes in September of last year, and we locked in everything, ladies and gentlemen. So while this one won't be in anything in the current state or in the near future, really excited to smoke that. And who knows, this could be absolutely amazing, and I'm going to have to, find a way to get it in boxes. While you're digging, I think the coolest cigar, you can talk about this one. We went over to Principal Cigar, went and see Darren. Well, no, you smoked yours, brother. And he gave us
not that one.
The little flechette. Griff chiefed this bad boy on the way to dinner. You grabbed that one too. But this flechette is absolutely gorgeous. I wish we could include things like this, but obviously no one wants to pay, this would have to be like an addition or something like that. But really cool smoke. How was this? You smoked it in the car.
Oh, phenomenal. And Ramsey smoked it that morning.
Oh, did he?
Nice. I gave him mine because I took his in the car. I couldn't find it because the damn thing was so small. But it's great. Great smoke output. Hand rolled. It's what, like a 22 ring gauge, you said?
You know what? It may be... I mean, yeah, it's not bigger than a 22.
It's beautiful. The band is
gorgeous.
Simplistic and
I mean, I could see this being completely unbanded with how small this cigar is, and it'd be no issue. It even has a damn cap to it. It's probably not a triple cap, but it's at least a double cap. Like, I could see this being an unbanded cigar. Now, you've got a future podcast in your hand. I think that could be like 3 podcasts. A 3-hour podcast with that bad boy.
Yeah, this is impressive. It's the Aviator series, but a super limited production, obviously. I think he said it was a 10.5 or 9.5.
I think it's a 9.5.
Yeah. By probably 50.
Yeah.
It looks like. He was telling us a story. They did a super small run of these. They weren't ready. They reblended it, redid it again, weren't ready. And finally, 3 or 4 iterations later, this is the final project.
I don't
There's a time and place
boxes,
for this.
But I think there's like 2,000 of those, if that. Yeah. I mean, super, super hyper limited run of those cigars.
This is I'm excited for this. We smoked the Sereno A, and that's a phenomenal cigar.
That was.
I think this is going to be up there with.
And we smoked on the show. I don't know the Vitola off my head, but it was essentially a little short perfecto with a pigtail on the end that you light.
Yep.
And I've been really excited to try the Aviator series for a long time now. It's been one that I've always wanted to smoke. I love the branding of it. I love the imagery of it. And I've just never been able to find it with something that I was purchasing. And so we smoked that little short perfecto. That was an amazing cigar. I mean, at this point, any cigar that we smoked on the trade show floor that still tasted different other than just tobacco is a standout. Griff grabbed the little what brand is that? Because it reminds me of a Room 101. I know Matt Booth helped with the packaging. Is it Room 101 branded?
It's Sancho Panza.
Okay. For some reason I was thinking he wasn't involved in other than just the blending or the packaging.
Things are freaking awesome, and the band it's wrapped in tissue paper, and the band is freaking awesome. I'll probably smoke this weekend. I won't showcase this cigar, but this is potentially a principal cigar, and the band is monogrammed.
Yeah. I just grabbed that one in my hand, so
that's mind blowing.
I'm really excited I don't want to open this quite yet, but I'm really excited to feel the texture of that cigar. While you're digging, though, we went over to our new friends now over at West Tampa. Mm-hmm. Got an account started with them. We had heard so many of y'all say, go to West Tampa. You've got to smoke West Tampa, even to the point that some of y'all have sent us West Tampa cigars to smoke. So we sat down with them. We smoked the West Tampa Red. I had smoked it on a previous podcast, but it was Griff's first time. And started a relationship with those guys over there, and really excited. They are truly, the conversation that we had was only probably 30 minutes, and we all left over there going, wow, great people, great family, and they know their shit. So really excited to start introducing y'all to West Tampa Cigars if you haven't, West Tampa Tobacco Company, if you haven't had them yet. You're still digging, so I'm grabbing. I don't know if we can talk about this one, so we may have to cut it, but we've got the Alec Bradley Magic Toast 5th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a Salomon? Like, is it a double Perfecto?
Yeah. Here it is right here.
I mean, what a beauty. I know nothing about this cigar. I did not know anything that it existed.
Yeah. It's same blend, just a different
just a
different
really
size.
cool Vitola.
It's a beautiful cigar.
This one, I know cigars are meant to be smoked, but this is going to be one that I'm going to want to age for like 3 or 4 years and then smoke it, just because I love this blend, and I don't have any Magic Toast that I've aged. And I don't know if Magic Toast will necessarily age well, but I really want to find out, and why not with the 5th anniversary?
I'm just going to smoke it.
You know, I'm proud of you for that.
Not right now.
Well, no, I hope. I mean, you could. Also, is it bad that I was really honing for a cigar this morning? Like, we got off work yesterday, shut the laptop, and was watching Night Agent on Netflix. Great show. Highly recommend it, Griff, if you haven't started it yet.
Great show.
Great show. I
It's
killed
pretty
3 of
intense.
those episodes. It is. I killed 3 of those episodes, and I was like, damn. But anyway.
We watched it a while ago.
I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, I would love to like pull the table. I already had everything set up here because I knew we were doing an early shoot this morning. I was like, man, I should pull the TV outside and light, because Bailey was doing, she was studying. I was like, light up a cigar. Is it bad that I wanted a cigar only 3 days removed PCA after having 20 plus?
No. I thought the same thing. We were at my brother's for my niece's quick birthday party and came home. It was kind of late, though. I was like, I could easily light up a cigar right now, but went upstairs.
Sounded like a great idea. Ooh, that's another good one.
But I just lost my train of thought. I've got 2 cigars, one of which you've smoked, one of which I'm very excited to smoke, one of which is a PCA exclusive, one is not. Both by Crown Heads. The Vereda.
Said it better than I do, brother.
It's a lot easier when you just look at it. La Vereda.
It is. You give me shit for not. I just ashed all over myself, by the way.
That's what happens. Brand new cigar, more premium, $18 MSRP, give or take. The other is a La Patissier PCA
Oh, yeah.
exclusive Torpedo. Well, yeah, I guess it's a Torpedo.
Yeah. It's honestly like a big Bellicoso.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because I normally
Extendo.
associate a torpedo with kind of being like a pyramid, and this is like a straight point, which I associate with a Bellicoso.
Yeah, this is like a spear.
Yeah. You could stab someone. I'm surprised I got through TSA with this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Really excited for this one. I smoked the one that you have, the Vereda. Fuck off. It's too early. I know you're giving me shit in your head right now, so I'm going to get ahead of it.
Vereda.
I smoked that. You smoked the new Magic or Mil DS Taupes, but I was thinking about smoking this one. Really great. I love the size last year, but I think this is going to be a really, really good fall smoke. Right before it gets too cold, since it is a little bit larger, which I'll associate in this case with a longer smoke. But really excited for everything Crown Heads. I almost wore my Crown Heads hat this morning. We need to reach out to Wes and see if we can get, or if not, get some 5-packs of the new Las Calaveras and do. I think I saw someone smoking it the other day, so I don't know the official. Usually it's mid-July to end of July, but we'll need to do that. I'm not
quite sure though.
It may be. In my hand, you smoked this one, so you'd be able to talk about this. But we got the Alec Bradley post-embargo, bringing back a older brand. Beautiful little fantail to it. It's not a pigtail; it's a actual fantail. I'm really excited. I almost grabbed this morning, or I had the intention of smoking this morning, but then I saw this HVC, so I knew I had to do that one.
Yeah, it was very different. I didn't know what to expect going into it, and I won't spoil it, but it was. I don't want to say it surprised me in a negative way.
Sure.
But it surprised me. I mean, it's a really cool story. It's exciting that they're bringing it back. Bradley's been working on that one for quite a while. And
yeah, he has. He always does an amazing job with bands and packaging.
It was really cool to see. And Fine and Rare 2023 was there too. I guess you didn't see it.
No, you know what? Every time we were in their section at Forge,
we weren't really in it. We
weren't in it.
Yeah,
because I wanted to go see Matt Booth and see Room 101 offerings.
Yeah,
and I saw a post. I literally texted you and I was like, "Found and Rare was there," and I was like, "What the hell?" But yeah, it's.
I picked it up and it looks a lot. I mean, this year it looks so much better in my opinion than last year.
Are they calling it 2023 or are they calling it 2022?
23.
Okay. Because I know they didn't have a 2022 and like things got all moved around and stuff like that.
Yeah, 2023, the band is sick. So I'm excited. The box is just gorgeous. So we'll snag some of those. And I'd like to compare it to 2022, but it's exciting.
2 more for me. Went over and sat down with Omar at Fratello while you guys were chomping away and grabbed his new Lunar Series. We've got the Connecticut and a Cameroon. This is for the new ship going up to the moon. We're going back to the moon, baby. Fratello is actually going to be on the ship that is taking them to the moon. He's got the Fratello logo on there. As you know, Omar was a former NASA employee, held something like a $3 billion NASA budget that he was in charge of. And so really excited for this amazing limited humidor that he's doing. That's the actual lunar capsule, lunar lander. And locked in some really great things with him. We've got the new Arlequin coming out in Corona Gorda that we were not responsible for, but...
You were. You presented the idea and he ran with it.
Yeah. We wanted to do a unique size in the Arlequin. I said Corona Gorda. Omar lit up on that one. Had the factory blend it, and it was so good that he actually turned it into a full production, which I think is really, really cool. Smoked that with him while I met him, and my God, is that size perfect! Holy
I need
goodness!
To smoke it. I haven't had it yet.
No, I was. I was trying to have you guys go by there, but we were just so busy. But damn, it was good. Let's see. Any other goodies in this bag?
Randomly, we ran into Danny DeFabio at Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Where's that?
touring the facilities. He's going to be at PCA next year, which is really exciting. He obviously had to give
Class
me
A?
Rodriguez 84 Maduro. And we talked about how great this cigar is and one of the best Maduros, I think, ever.
Yeah, we let him know that anytime we talk about what a Maduro should be, we talk about that Series 84.
Yeah. Series 84 Maduro and like a Corona Gorda, I think, would be also just killer.
Does he not? I guess I don't know his full Vitola for that. Because I'm thinking, I normally just smoke that Toro.
Yeah, I want to say it's just the Toro myself, but I don't recall off the top of my head. Trying to think anything else exciting in here. I mean,
I got a couple that you don't have. I went and saw Eric over at Black Star Lines.
Oh, nice.
And I grabbed his 2 new releases to smoke. And haven't had a chance to yet, but he's got 2. He's got the, I don't know the name, so I'm not going to, but one is a firefighter blend or inspired by his time as a firefighter. And then we've got the Rosewood. So pumped to smoke those. What a great guy. I mean, I think him and JP probably over at Boveda probably get the first place for best dressed on the show.
Super guy. Yeah.
Dapper as hell. Really, really nice guy. It was great to catch him. Let's see. I know I got some other. I mean, all of these are just fun. I've got the Principal Tiki coming to a box soon. That's a really cool cigar. I'm really excited to smoke that one.
Yeah. I mean, I will. It's kind of shitty to say, but last year's PCA bag, very full.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very full for a reason, I feel like. This PCA bag, I could blindly grab anything in here and guarantee myself that it will probably be great.
Yeah, 100%. I think we were a lot more strategic in knowing that we had a bunch of cigars.
I mean,
exactly. Last year I was, enamored with the whole event, and, if someone was going to offer it to me, sure.
You were a damn vacuum.
Hey now, brother. Hey now, you watch it.
Give me one of those.
No.
What was that?
It wasn't asking.
What was that? It wasn't pack you snuck from Vlad that I saw that you never said anything to me about.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one until I got home. So apologies about that. It was just
interesting how that works.
It was just a short Robusto.
Yeah, you bitch. I thought it was something small. I was tied up.
Just a little short Robusto. I don't know if you know anything about those. No, I did grab these and meant to give it to, but you guys were talking to Justin and Alex over at my cigar pack, so I meant to give them to you. So I did you dirty on that one. But for the most part, I don't do you dirty.
What are you thinking of the HVC? This is a podcast that's you kind of get pulled away from the cigar itself, but
sure. I don't like it as much as you do.
Wow.
It reminds me of almost similar to a Wayfarer. If I were to if someone said Sereno Wayfarer no longer exists.
Interesting.
And you need to, David Pugh, you need to find either a replacement cigar to introduce people to cigars. I would go for this cigar as the replacement. For me, Sereno Wayfarer is still the cigar I would want to give to someone who maybe wants to smoke cigars but hasn't.
Yeah.
So they enjoy tobacco, or at least aren't going to be, I don't need to give them a mild Connecticut. Or someone who enjoys smoking cigars and you want to give them a good cigar. Right now, or traditionally, it's been Sereno Wayfarer. I actually probably only have like 2 or 3, so I may need to get another box or get a box of these. But if there was like, hey, Carson's like, nope, no more Wayfarer. I'm grabbing this cigar. So
yeah.
I think that alone speaks to how good it is. But I know how much you love it, so I don't think it compares to that. But solid overall smoke. This is an any time of the day smoke, morning, afternoon, lunch, before dinner, after dinner.
Yeah.
I think it could stand up to its own. And I imagine you have, or matter of fact, I probably know you have. I think this would be killer with bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything 107 lower, I wouldn't necessarily go for like a full powerhouse, but it probably could still chill with a full powerhouse.
It's been probably 3 or 4 months since I'm finding that I'm not going in my Tupperware, my Tupperware much. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to easier bags and
same
the other cooler and stuff, but I need to go back in there because like I hadn't had the double broadleaf Grand Corona in a while, hadn't had the HBC Selection number 1 in a while. I've got some Las Calaveras in there, Miami Robusto.
Yeah, my issue, I've been doing the same thing. I have 2 stacked Tubadors, and I never go to the bottom, so I need to pull that bottom to the top so I start smoking what's in there.
Yeah.
But I've been drinking, and you're going to chastise me, so I'm ready. I've been drinking a lot of bourbon on ice. Big cube. Mm-hmm. Just a little pour so it's not fully melting. But I don't know. After work, just chilling, watching a TV show, or even, coming in from the garden or something like that, it's been hitting the spot. I'm
with you. I haven't as much as you, but last time I did, I was like, yeah, this is good.
It's not bad. And it's even been like Wild Turkey Rare Breed and some like higher proofs, 115, 120s. It's not anything that I would do often, and I certainly wouldn't do it over like a normal ice cube. So these are the big ice cubes that are slow to melt.
Yeah.
It's good in the summer.
It is.
I'm a big fan. I haven't done it with a cigar pairing as far as I can think of. So I don't know how that would handle, if it would be too muted with a cigar. But it's been hitting the spot because I've been craving bourbon, and normally I don't drink bourbon right now because it's just too damn hot.
Yeah.
I'm sweating my ass off. It's 90 already, and it's 9 o'clock.
It's not crazy hot. I mean, it's warm, but it's been worse. But yeah,
like 110 in Vegas.
Yeah, it was hot as hell. I might pour bourbon tonight with a block of ice. Got those big molds. I got them for tequila, and haven't used them honestly yet for bourbon, so I need to do that. Although I think I like the squares more because
that's what I use as squares.
Yeah, they're not.
They don't move around in the glass.
Around. Although I've got a couple glasses that they fit perfectly in, and the bourbon actually kind of sits on top, which is kind of cool.
Oh, so it's almost like a perfect seal, so it doesn't go underneath it.
I just it was on Amazon for a while trying to find the largest sphere
mold. Yeah,
I think these are like 3 inches, or anyway, it's the largest one you can physically buy without getting like this aircraft aluminum block. And a couple of our glasses are shorter at the base, and it just slides right in there, and it doesn't move, which is kind of cool.
Perfect fit.
But I also have that corksicle glass that half of it can be an ice cube.
Oh, yeah. So it doesn't actually touch the spirit?
I have yet to use it. I need to, but...
I guess, because that would be a better alternative if you didn't want to water down your spirits than like putting your spirits in the freezer.
Yeah.
I think that could be really cool.
So,
well, let's go ahead. We've got a question of the show, and this comes from FAHD. What are the factors that guide me to choose the right cigar for me? Should I care about the brand or just the price and size? That's a really good question, actually. That's actually a really, really good question. I think the factors aren't any of those, to be honest. I don't think it's brand. I don't think it's size. Price, certainly. I think, you don't want to go out of your budget by any means. So always stay within your budget with what you can afford. But I would say, what are you trying to get out of the experience? Are you trying to, just have a morning cigar and therefore you're not wanting anything that's going to be a powerhouse? Maybe you want a powerhouse in the morning to jumpstart your day. I would focus more so on wrapper. I think that would be where I would start with the wrapper and based off what the experience you're trying to have. If I wanted a really good cigar with a cup of coffee, chances are I'll probably gravitate to a Connecticut wrapped cigar. Not always, but that's at least, if you have no idea where to start or no idea what you want, that's where I would at least look. What would you do?
Yeah. I mean, trying to put myself in a beginner's shoes.
Yeah. You know what? He may not even be a beginner.
Or a new smoker's shoes. I think going straight and kind of diving into the wrapper side of things is a great start. I think next, it's very rare that I'm like, I'm craving a Honduran cigar or I'm craving a Nicaraguan cigar. It's more so I'm craving a Habano or a Maduro or
because you could even have a Nicaraguan cigar that's just rolled in Nicaragua,
right? And
it doesn't necessarily use that much Nicaraguan tobacco, or I mean, potentially it doesn't necessarily have to use any Nicaraguan tobacco. You could have a Honduran Puro rolled in Nicaragua, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you could take it in so many different directions. I still would probably hover in the $8 to $12 range.
I guess size has some factor in it too. You don't want to necessarily grab a Churchill if you've got 30 minutes to smoke a cigar.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. You can always,
unless you're a speed smoker,
count on probably finishing a Robusto
in an hour,
or even a Corona Gorda. But it's a tough answer. It's a great question. It's kind of a tough one to answer.
Yeah, I think that's a really, really good question. For me, like I said, I'll start with wrapper. And then if you're like, I really want a, Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapped cigar, cool. You've got that figured out. Then go to size. How much time do I have?
Yeah.
You want to smoke something for 2 hours? Awesome. Maybe a Toro, a Lancero. I have less than an hour. Awesome. Go anything under, a 5x50, and chances are you'll have that knocked out within an hour. Really great question. Thank you for that question. And then let's go ahead and do a giveaway here. Let's do the question of the show. As you know, though, you got to like, you got to comment, you got to subscribe, you got to ring that bell. But in the comments below, what cigar we showed, from the cigars that we showed in this episode, what is the cigar that you would be most interested in smoking? And we are going to give away a 5-pack. I want to make sure we have some real quick. So fill the dead time for me, Griff, here. We got some. Awesome. We're going to give a 5-pack from our vault of 2021 Customs Macaso.
Great blend.
Great blend. Has aged beautifully. I pulled one out the other day. I didn't smoke it, but I smelled it
too.
Just because I wanted to smell the footnote of it and see the patina on the cello. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Sure. So once again, out of all the cigars that we discussed or showed here on this episode, let us know the one that you were most interested in smoking, and we'll pick a winner and send you out a 5-pack of our 2021 Customs Macaso from our vault. And if you're not sure what the vault is, head over to our website. We've got a lot of amazing cigars on there. A lot of those 2021 Customs are completely sold out, so thank you all for picking those up and showing your love for those that we did 2 years ago. Can you imagine? 2 years ago. We're about to have to start planning 2024 Customs here in a few months. It feels like yesterday we were in Miami blending this year's. We've got three releases left for 2023 Customs, and then we're going to have to start planning.
Yep.
Well, we'll be planning before then, but
yeah, crazy. All right.
Well, everyone, Griff, I do see why this has been one of your favorite cigars. I think it's right now, maybe it will pick up a little bit towards the band here, but pretty straight medium for me. Really great offering from HVC. I would love to smoke this back to back with, it was a Maduro was the first one, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So, great one. Oh, favorite cigar of PCA before we do wrap this up. Are you still sticking with Domaine Rouge?
I'm probably tied between, very different, both tied between Domaine Rouge and West Tampa Red.
Yeah. So West Tampa Red, I had smoked previously. I would certainly put that in my top 3. For me, I still think it's going to be HVC, Hotcake, Connecticut.
Golden Line.
That Gold Line was just, I was excited to smoke it. We first cigar there. Domaine Rouge is up there. The La Polina 1923, I believe.
Yep.
I really, really enjoyed. I just want to make sure that is the correct number. 1943. Sorry, guys, over at La Polina. Now I can't find it. So
I don't have. I don't have.
Fuck.
One.
I don't have one in here. So they're gonna butcher me.
Oh wait, I took a picture of it.
Oh, great call. Yeah, I'm getting it right, so I don't get a message from all those guys over at La Polina busting my chops.
1948.
The La Polina 1948, the new release from La Polina at PCA this year, is certainly within that top 5. Really, really amazing smokes all around. I think much.
And the Villiger 2023, we forgot about that one too. I mean, that.
And the Villiger 2023, which is a completely different, not a completely different blend, but not the same blend from last year. Yeah. Overall, I think the cigars that we smoked, if you had to, we were more strategic, so therefore I think everything that we smoked was all completely, there were no non-bangers in there. So.
Yeah.
But stay tuned, guys. You're going to be seeing a lot of these cigars that we locked in at PCA coming up in the next few months and even to next year. We were busy. Thank you all for joining us this episode. Until next time, everyone, happy smoking.
Peace.
Yeah.